start. Sir, join. I can start.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so shall I start now?
Yes, sir. I will just start the thing, sir. Then we will start.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening to everybody. This gives me an immense pleasure to welcome all of you to this function. First, I would like to welcome today's resource person, Mr. Siddharth Arora and Deepak Bajantri, sir. Also, I welcome the principal, Dr. S.S. Engineering, sir, and IIC coordinator, Dr. Anil Devanagami, sir. At the same time, I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Bharti Madam, HOD, Biotechnology Department, and IISc member. I also take this opportunity to welcome all my IISc members, Sandeep sir, Madhavana sir, and Shruti Madam, and other student members of the IISc. And also, I welcome the center of attraction of this particular webinar. All the students from the different batch was participating in this webinar. And it's also I take this opportunity to introduce today's resource person to the gathering. First, I would like to introduce Mr. Siddharth Arora. Siddharth Arora, sir, is basically he has completed his BE from Basveshwar Engineering College from the Biotechnology Department in the year 2009. Sir has also completed his MTech from the NITK Surathkal in the year 2011 in the Industrial Biotechnology field. Also, he has completed his PhD from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, that is IIT Roorkee, Uttarakhand, in the year 2017 in the Biochemical Engineering. Sir has a lot of publications. I would like to quote a few of them, for effect of mixing events on the production of a thermotolerant and acid stable film. These are the many publications has in the reputed national and international journals, and he has also patent on a novel bioreactor system for solid state fermentation and process of operation thereof. So, as the madam also told that during his college days in the things, sir was very active and motivating the students and motivating his friends and other students to how to clear the GATE exam and other things. So, on behalf of our college and principal and all the IISc members and all the BSs, I welcome you once again to this particular webinar, sir. I am so very happy to introduce one of the another resource person for this webinar, Mr. Deepak Bajantri. He has just completed his engineering degree, that is he has completed his MTech in the Biotech and Biochemical Engineering from Visvesvaraya Institute of Technology, Bangalore in the year 2014. And he has also completed his PhD in 2017. So presently he is pursuing his PhD from Visvesvaraya Institute of Technology, Belagavi. He is right now like a CEO and designated partner of Kirmi Biotech LLP. Sir is also one of the active member of a NGO, that is Kisan Precision Agriculture Seva Samstha in Vijaypur. He has also have a lot of interest in the research, and he has also got many awards. So, if I would like to quote some of them, awarded as postgraduate fellowship for professional courses based on merit under University Grant Commission in the year 2012-14. Like, he has many awards for his credit, and he has also got a lot of funding and handled the many projects like scale of characterization of efficacy of biodiesels from waste sludge palm oil, that is 80,000 has been, and likewise he has around 7 different projects, 9 different projects, funding projects. So with this brief introduction, I present Mr. Deepak Bajantri to the gathering.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Anil sir. Devanagam sir. Hello. Hello. Sir. Sir, I have introduced both the resource persons to the gathering.
Okay. Now I request our beloved principal, Dr. S.S. Engineering sir, to address the gathering.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
A very good evening to all. Are you able to hear, Bridgemon?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Good evening. Hearty welcome to the two resource persons, Mr. Siddharth Arora and Mr. Deepak Bajantri, for this webinar. And first of all, let me thank on behalf of college and myself to both the resource persons for having accepted our invitation to share their knowledge and expertise amongst the students of BEC community. At the very outset, the topic or the webinar for the top or the webinar title is itself Success Mantra, a step towards a startup. So now the very basic definition, when we look at it, what do you call or when do you celebrate the success? In management terminology, it's well said that even small successes should be celebrated. And quite often we see every year, if nothing is there, at least people celebrate their birthdays. So that they are born, it's one of the success that people celebrate and cut cakes and do all that. But after passing an examination or after getting a job or being little accomplishing something in the job, so now there are various phases, and to define success precisely, it becomes very difficult. So all those small successes that each one of the student or each one of the individuals achieve in their life must really be relished, so that it gives them greater confidence to move ahead in their life. And the other aspect also is that I would request the resource persons, after sharing the success stories, I would also request them to share the other part of the coin, that is the bitterness of this success stories. What is the effort that the resource persons have put, and what are the difficulties that have been encountered by them while achieving these small successes. So that will give a sort of awareness amongst the students that towards the journey of success, this is all part of life, which one has to face them confidently and encounter all these small hurdles in their journey while before reaching the peak or achieving the successes. So it will always be good, because it all depends upon the individual, how people weigh each of these things while hearing the success story or while hearing the failures of the great personalities. And nevertheless, each one of us must understand the journey of the great personalities, whether it is Mahatma Gandhi ji, whether it is Buddha, whether it is Mahavir, whether it is you talk about any great personality, it has always started with a tragic note, and somewhere they have experienced some bitterness, and that has given a twist in their life, and later on they have risen to the occasion and achieved the success. So each one of us must understand that quite often when we celebrate, there are also these kinds of problems or the hurdles that one will encounter, and life is biased equally between these two things. It's always not a smooth journey. So students should be aware of this, so that they will not be experiencing the kind of difficulties that the people earlier to them, the predecessors earlier to them, have experienced that. So my sincere request to both the resource persons will be that, if possible, kindly share the incidents, the hurdles and the difficulties that they have encountered while reaching this or achieving these successes. And once again, I wouldn't take much time. It will be between the students. I am sure all of them are keen enough to hear to the resource persons, and both the resource persons are our alumni. It gives me immense pleasure to see that our alumni rise higher than the teachers and their parents, and that's a great level of accomplishment for the satisfaction that either the parents or the teachers will be happy about. So I would admire and look forward that many of the students here will reach these kinds of or even greater heights than what the resource persons have. That's what every parent, every teacher will aspire for. With this note, again I thank both the resource person, congratulate the organizers, the IIC as well as Rural Entrepreneurship Council office bearers for having organized this particular webinar for the benefit of our students. I wish all the students a bright future on this particular occasion, and we look forward for our alumni, the resource persons, to please visit your alma mater when it's required or when you are nearby to our place. With this note, I close. Thank you and wishing you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. Now we will start the session. I request Mr. Siddharth Arora, sir, CEO and CEO of Kirmani Biotech Limited, to take over the session. Siddharth, sir, please.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you, Principal Sir, for your words of motivation and inspiration. So, so I'll just share my screen now. I hope you can see the presentation.
Yeah, sir, we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So once again, thank you, the organizers. Thank you, Bharti ma'am, for inviting me to my alma mater. It gives me immense pleasure to share my learnings as well as my failures and incidents with the students. And I hope this will at least make them more, knowledgeable about what is startup, what is entrepreneurship, and probably, as Principal Sir correctly mentioned, that they would not make the same mistakes that we sometimes had to make. So coming on to the presentation, this will be the course of my talk. First, we'll start with what is entrepreneurship, the key question to ask yourself before embarking on entrepreneurship. Then when you enter this entrepreneurship world, you need funding resources to sustain yourself. So I will be discussing on the sources, what are the stages and what are the amount that come with it. Then obviously when you are applying for the funding, you have to write an application. So what are key traits of an application? Then there are some entrepreneurial traits that you have to discover in yourself or nurture in yourself, and by my experience I'll be sharing these entrepreneurial traits. Then briefly I will discuss my company, my startup case study, that is Fermentech case study, and we'll finish with the ingredients of a pitch deck, what a pitch deck should look like. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, so I always say this to my students, to my colleagues, there are some key questions to ask yourself. I mean, are you solving, a press model? I call it a press model, that are you solving a problem? If you have taken some problem, so is it a genuine problem or not? You have to identify the problem. That is the one of the most important part of in the entrepreneurship journey. So second is the size of the market. So does the problem that you are solving, does it has the market or not? Then is your process, what you have developed the solution, is it scalable or not? Then do you have an entry barrier to your solution or not? For example, if you have, say, some IP protection, so that what solution you have designed, so nobody else can copy that. So do you have that entry barrier or not? And very important thing is whether you are able to generate some revenue or not. Does your solution has a good business model or not? So say if I take an example of, say, in biotechnology, you are into bioethanol production or biodiesel production. So obviously our country has a problem. We import a lot of crude oil from Middle East. So there is a huge possibility of converting lignocellulosic biomass into bioethanol. So that is a problem. The disposal of agro waste is a problem. So definitely, and we have less of bioethanol and other biofuels in our country. So that is a problem. That is a genuine problem. And the size of the market, it's also very large. And if you develop a solution that is scalable, and if you have a technology so that no one else can copy that readily, and your solution should be cost effective at the end of the day. So this is just to give you an example. You can think of a similar problem in your domain, and you can assess the press model whether you are addressing these 5 things or not. So if you believe that your solution is addressing these 5, so you are ready to be an entrepreneur. So next is when you are satisfied that you are fulfilling the press model, then you have to look for some funding. There are different stages. So it starts from help from family, relatives and friends. So that is a very early stage. So then a very important stage is the government funding. So let me tell you, there are many agencies now that are ready to help you, even if you have a good idea, and with some small prototype. So there are many agencies like Department of Science and Technology, DBT, MIT. There are many PSUs that are now coming to help. Then there is one Global Innovation Technology Alliance. So this is, in my opinion, is the best way to get funded and incubated. Sorry. So right now, in good institutes, there are a lot of incubators that are coming up that give you additional support, and you can write an application and get funding from these agencies. So this is an early stage funding where you do not have to dilute your equity much, and the best form of these funding is they generally come in the form of a grant in aid. So once you have received this funding and you have developed the prototype and you have got some industry validation done, and then you want to scale your operations. So then comes funding in the form of loans. There are many schemes like Mudra, SIDBI, Prime Minister Employment Generation Plan, Chief Minister Employment Generation Plan. Then there are next level of funding which comes from private players like angel investors. And then you have the later stage when you have venture capitalists, when finally your company goes public. So that comes at a later stage. So I believe most of you are at a very early stage. So I would highly recommend you to ask your teachers, and maybe you can ask us also to how to approach, or how to develop that inquisitiveness. We should apply for the DST funding or a DBT funding. You may fail once. Even I, when we first applied, we failed once. We did not get the biotechnology ignition grant, but again we worked upon it, and we came back with a stronger application and we got that funding. So I would highly encourage you to consider this as an option. Just not concentrate on the placement part, but this is a very good option nowadays that you can consider. So now I will come. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You are audible.
Yeah. So next comes key traits of an application. So when you write a funding application, the very important part is the problem statement. You define the problem statement. So it should be a genuine problem. I will tell you from my experience that when we alone sit in a lab, even with research papers, we cannot define the problem accurately. It is only when you interact with the industry person, with the with the end person, that you come to know what is the exact problem that that there is existing. So it is very important to mention the problem statement very clearly in an application. The next is the solution that you are offering. See, it is highly desirable that you have some preliminary data. Alone idea is sometimes not very sufficient, especially when you are, at an early stage. So it is desirable that you put some time in, collecting some data. You put some time investing in the lab with your teachers, just to get that preliminary data to support your case. And you should clearly define what is the solution. And if you have some, real-time images, test report, or even some partial industry validation, so it immensely helps your case. And if you have any IP, then it's really wonderful. The third thing is, the competitive landscape. You should know your competitors. The best thing and the most important thing in entrepreneurship is to try speaking to your customers to know more about the features. Identify the pain point, where your technology or product need to stand apart. So this is, you can write it down. This is a very important part if you are thinking of going in the entrepreneurial journey, is that you have to be in constant touch with your customers. So the next is the business model. So you can I suppose most of you are still in the technology domain, but I'm sure there will be a management department in the college, and you can definitely take help from the professors there. And you should have some basic knowledge on the finance aspect, especially when you are submitting an application. You should know what is break-even time. You should know what is capex, what is opex, what is the cost of your product or the process. See, you are asking money from the government. You are asking money from the taxpayer. So you need to have an answer that, in what period time you will be able to return that money in the form of, revenue generation. So it is very important for an entrepreneur to have a very sound knowledge of the business model. So next is your customer acquisition strategy. Again, I would suggest to consult your management professors. So they will help you in suggesting how best can you can go for customer acquisition. Then is your go to market strategy. Again, I mean, these are points which you also may think, but you also may interact with industry experts. I would highly suggest you to use LinkedIn and your college alumni database to connect to people, because many of them will be at a good position in a company. So you should interact with them for you should leverage that contact, I mean to say. Then you should have a very good idea about the market. So you should read research papers, you should read market research reports, understand the market, whether it is a concentrated market or a niche market, know your competitors. Then again, interaction with the clients, third party, this is very important. You should always plan. You should always plan in this journey, okay, what are my milestones in the next 3 months? Then after that, you should always have this plan. And accordingly, you should, prepare 3 months or 4 months ahead that what you are going to execute. Okay. So finally, just concluding, what should be an ingredient of a pitch deck, defining the problem, very important. What is your solution? You should, in brief, you should define the technology. Then, with real-time images or videos of your product, this is very important. You should have a very strong documentation with you. Then, you should, if possible, if you have that industry validation of your product, it will speak volumes. Then defining the market size, very important. Then what is your customer acquisition model? See, if I have developed an enzyme called amylase. So there are 10 companies which are supplying amylase. So how am I going to do the customer acquisition? How am I going to convince the customer that you should use my amylase and not anybody else's product? So this you have to think. Then what is the competitive advantage that you offer against your competitors? then what is the business model? How is your technology going to generate the revenue? Then you should always have plan for next 1 year. And finally, the team. So this is all from my end. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to address. I think just a minute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, participants, if you have any questions, please ask. Hello.
Yeah. So I hope it was useful
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. Yes, sir. It's useful, sir.
Yeah.
I thank you, sir, for giving your sharing your knowledge and your experience with our student.
Yeah.
We will go with the second session by Deepak Bajantri sir, with your permission.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Deepak
Yeah,
sir.
Just before students, if you have any queries, you can put it in the chat box. So Siddharth can answer in the chat box, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Wonderful presentation, Siddharth.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
There is one comment actually
Please,
Yeah.
sir.
from
Sandeep,
Veena.
sir, please.
Yeah, please.
One student have commented.
Okay, so just a minute. What according to you is success mantra in see, success mantra, I would suggest you to have a constant interaction with your customer. If you have good interaction with your customer about your end product, that may be in any industry, but if you have that real-time feedback from your customer or an industry expert or an academic expert, so that I believe you are going on the right track. If you have that, and obviously there are many ingredients, you need hard work, dedication, you need to spend time in lab, that is a given, that is there. But apart from that, what I will say is to have a constant interaction with the industry person. So this is my learning, that this will never let you go on the wrong path. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our another resource person, Mr. Deepak Bajantri sir, to take over the session. Deepak sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Deepak sir.
Very good evening, everyone.
Yeah, please.
First of all, I'm very happy to see after a long time Dr. Siddhartha sir. And I'm very happy to say that I'm a proud alumni of BEC Bagalkot. And I would like to thank Dr. Bharti Madam and entire organization team and our beloved principal sir to organize this such a wonderful session. So I will start with my either it is called as a successful journey, whether it is called as a very hard journey of my entrepreneurship. So I would like to share my slides now. Hello, I think my slides are visible right now.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Visible.
Okay. Let us start. What is actually a success mantra? Why should we call it as a mantra instead of calling it as a mantra? We can call it as a factors. Why we need the success factors to move towards the successful startup? As already discussed about our explained our introduce our about ourselves. did my B in biotechnology, Basveಶ್ವರ Engineering College, Bagalkot. I think I will not take much time to explain these all things. Presently, I am working as a founder and CEO of Krimi Biotech LLP and also partner at Sri Sai Kursi Tech. And we are also working into some NGOs, that is KPAS, Kisan Precision Agriculture Seva Samsthe. And as a consultant, I'm working in Dream Route Consultancies for writing proposals, getting funds, and student project programs. When coming to the, I would like to start with my introduction about the company. As we already know, Krimi Biotech, it was incorporated in the month of patented Serum Insurance of Technology, and this is our team. When coming to the vision of our company, basically we are working on manufacturing of cost-effective artificial diet for healthy rearing of the silkworms and Galleria melanina. So basically, we are a manufacturer of complete disinfectant solutions to control infestation, as well as we are providing a clean environment for rearing of insects. So we are also giving a one-stop solutions to the farmers by educating them and providing awareness regarding the how the technologies that should be utilized without any like concern. So we are also into development of waste to value conversion products, related products. Here we have around 4 to very good mentors. They're all ranging from various disciplines. These are some of the innovations and some of the fundings which we have got from last 6 years. Basically, the thing is, I was in a B or MTech. After that, we have got motivated by getting funds and doing projects and getting very good results. Through that, by getting motivation of that, we are keep applying for some other large-scale fundings for VGST, Vision Group of Science and Technology. And also we have got some of the fundings from Ministry of Small Scale Industries, that is Government of India, and BIRAC projects. Recently, the new calls are coming from state governments also, that is from kids. That is the projects which are not only restricted for the biotechnology students. It is open for all the IT, BT, electronics, computer science students also. If have a very good idea to propose them and to get the funds to do their research and commercialization into the market. So recently we have also received a BIRAC grant, that is a BIG, Biotechnology Ignition Grant of ₹50 lakhs, and one more grant which is of 5 lakh rupees from Department of Ministry. Department of Agriculture. These are some of the products which we have developed from our company. That is, one is a Pushti and Pushti Plus. These are the disinfectants which are used for to clean the sericulture rooms. And recently we have developed one product that is called Vegifal. During the pandemic, we thought that to clean the usually we will use sanitizers to clean our hands. As alcoholic sanitizers. So why should I develop one vegetable sanitizer or fruit sanitizer to wash the vegetables and fruits and have fresh, and we can also avoid the consumption of the pesticides, fertilizers, as well as the virus which is usually carried out during the transportation and all. These are some of the awards which we have received for our startup company. One of the award which is Best Innovation Award from Central Government from Piyush Goyal, our Railway Minister, as well as I have received a Best Entrepreneur Award from our institutes. These are some of the snapshots which are covered in media. These are the various participations and certifications from last 1.5 years. We have also participated in National Startup Awards, Startup Week, Maharashtra Startup Weeks, as well as recently we have like shortlisted in Smart Bio program. We are also shortlisted in Grassroots Innovators Virtual Mela. These are the some of the patents and recognitions which we have got from our company. More than like 4 to 5 patents which we have filed, and 2 are under final grant. These are the some of the snapshots of media covered. Recently, we have covered under a CNBC program. That is an international channel regarding the sanitizer which is developed for vegetables and fruits. So this is about my brief introduction about my company. So the main basic thing is during my startup, like ignition of my startup, the thing is we need to understand what is startup actually and how to start a startup. We should understand that what is the meaning of startup, as already beloved principal said, that how we need to start from during our graduation period. After that completion of the graduation, what are the things we need to do for like next level, whether we should go for job opportunities or we should create for the job opportunities for the one who needed. So everyone should have like entrepreneurial activities in their mind. As of now, Siddhartha sir is already covered many of the things of my slide. For coming slides, I would like to cut down of some of the things. So I will just discuss briefly about how to start a startup. Basically, we need to start. We need more 3 things to create a startup. That is, one thing is a team. We should have a very good team. In our team, we should have a discipline from various branches, so that we should create them as a leader and they should replace our place, so that then we will go into the next level. That is my main important focus on to build the team. Everyone should become the leaders, then only the company will grow and will make the revenue. And one more thing is the innovation. Actually the innovation or invention, it should be done at a basic level, at a research level, so that we should understand that what actually the customer need or wants. Okay. Next thing is the ignition fundings. As already Siddharth sir told about the many of the fundings which are available for to commercial or to develop our products from lab to market. Initially, we need to spend some little money as possible, and according to my experience, most of the startup that fail to do it because they fail at one of these above. So that the startup that does all 3 will probably succeed. If you done all these 3 needs at basic level, so there is no doubt of a startup can become a successful startup in future. I hope, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Before like starting a startup, a very good startup, we should have some factors or mantras we need to follow. As we know that we should know ourselves. I mean, know what you want to achieve, or nothing happens unless a first vision which is comes into in your mind. You always decide that what is actually success and what kind of success which you need, and basically it should be powered by a very good desire, and as well as it should be fueled by the dream which we should always hold to become successful. And you should always build a big picture of your dream to define or refine it until you get just right in accomplish wonderful things with you. If it will not happen until and unless you have a good idea. So into the startup entrepreneur or successful startup, you should have very good health and energy, because as we know that the peace of mind is your normal and natural mental state, and health and energy is a normal and natural physical state. So both are like we need in to become a successful entrepreneur, because the body has a natural bias towards the health. So that's what we should always preserve, use, and enhance your energy level, so that it will produce whenever we have a requirement of mental peace and physical state. So the thing is, if you achieve all kind of things in the material world, if whatever you will achieve, if you don't have whether you lose your health or peace of mind, so that you start to get lose yourself with the mental pressure and other the things like other accomplishments in future. You always when you have a like startup mind, whether you want to become a very good entrepreneur, whether you can have a very good idea of creating the sensors, creating the very good mechanical machines, as well as very good softwares and apps, you should have a goal or very good idea for that, because you need a commitment. It should be something bigger than that, should be important than yourself. And ultimately what achieving yourself, you need some you have to create some your own financial freedom is also one of the most important goal or responsibility of your life. So as we discussed before, so you all should be get ready. Now you are in the stage of final year, or whether you are having a background of MBA graduation, or any other computer science backgrounds, electronics or biotechnology backgrounds. You should always have what is your basic need for your success. So you should start work on that, because the most of the success people will always think about what they want to achieve all the time, while average people think about what they don't want to most of the time. Because there is also saying that things which people do in their spare time makes them what they are. This is the one of the very good inspirational word. So this is the major difference between the successful people and average people. So from now onwards, you should think about what you actually want. You should always measure your needs in many ways. If you want to be one of them in successful person, you must be clear of what you want to achieve in your life, and from which procedure you need to go through it. This is one of the major mantra we should always follow, that is a burning desire. You should have a burning desire, you should eagerness to do it to become a successful entrepreneur or successful startups by taking a small idea into the big startup and big commercialization. You should always compete with large scale companies, large scale startups. So most of the success people are willing to do whatever it takes, because they have the burning desire to keep them going forward. So my suggestion is, so create yourself create yourself a burning desire inside. And there is in particular burning desire, you should not compare anyone that he is growing like anything. That is not like comparing yourself to one as an entrepreneur, as a grower. But the thing is, you should have yourself with a burning desire. And the most important thing is taking action, because success will never come to your doorstep automatically. You need to take action to get what you want in your life. So these are the important successful mantras, what I will follow and what other entrepreneurs which will follow to become more successful entrepreneur. The main important thing is you should keep yourself like having more knowledge in yourself. I mean, keep learning. This is the basic funda which we need to keep in your mind. You must commit to constant learning and never-ending improvements. And you should always spend more time in related to books in your field every day, to acquire new knowledge and to learn something new. Because ultimately, the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. So my suggestions to everybody is, because you are all in the stage of like searching in the jobs, or planning to get some join the companies, and otherwise you are also planning to continue your I mean the whatever the present situation is there. Otherwise you are planning to get higher educations in some other institutes. So now from now onwards you start like instead of learning the regular academic things, you should also start to learn how the startups are done successfully, how they have done successfully, how they have become successful, and how they have become very good entrepreneurial things they have done in their life. These are as per these are the things which you have already told by Dr. Siddharth sir. What are the funding opportunities which are available for the startups? Because the most of the companies which are failed only because of lack of the funding. So that ultimately the money is the bloodline of any business. If you want to do business, you should keep in mind that whether it may be an investment or creating the startup or generating the funds from funding agencies, because that's what the almost every stage of the business entrepreneurs finds themselves, that how do I finance my startups. These are some of the funding options as of Indian startups. These are the general funding options which are available. You can also browse it from internet. You will get more information about what is angel investments, crowdfunding, what are capital investments which are available now. You should always raise money through applying the fundings and also winning the contests. That is the most basic thing which is required for every entrepreneur and every startups. And you should always keep check on the what are the existing proposal calls, existing funding available for your novel ideas, whether it may be for fintech, whether it may be electronics, computer science, biotechnologies. You should always you should always search basic requirements or funding supports for your idea from various aspects. And the best thing is to make money is to selling the products. I mean, a pre-selling of your idea to the various companies by having a non-disclosure agreement. From that also you can make a profit out of it. These are some of the other funding opportunities for the startups, from pre-idea stage, idea stage, proof of concepts. You will also get fund from for the seed fundings and for scaling of the products. So my ultimate suggestion is for for our friends or for the students. What my suggestion is to become a successful entrepreneur, running behind the money or running behind the success. You should always keep yourself, keep learning as possible as. And my suggestion is don't spend more money than you have, and generate revenue early on. You should always have a competitive dynamic, and you should build a great product. Ultimately, the product which is needed for the society, for the sustainability, and also profitability within the grasp. The major thing is yourself as be persistent, and always be a persistence. I would like to acknowledge all my collaborations from central government, state government, and Sir M. Visvesvaraya Institute of Technology, Basaveshwara Engineering College, Bagalkot, and of course, Department of Biotechnology. They are helping us a lot for in collaboration with the students, project programs, and these kind of seminars, webinars. They are involving us, and even though they are helping us to become more confident, to become a very good successful entrepreneur. And I would like to also thank entire team of organizers, beloved principals, and Dr. Bharti madam to giving a chance of sharing my thoughts on successful entrepreneur. And I would like to suggest for our friends or students to read a success mantra for a book called Multiplier 19. This is one of the best book which is available in internet. You can also access through by logging the domain. and that is the success mantra for startups. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Any question?
Sir, there is a question in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
A student from ENC,
Okay.
she requested that tell how to avail seed funding for a startup. That's
Yes.
to service based and where prototyping requires quite a lot of money, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Basically,
Basically,
the
what?
question is, please, sir,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. If you have if you have any like idea, whether it is new idea, you should always do a prior studies. Prior studies means whether the product which is existed in the market, whether it is the product which is already doing some research, you should always find or do a literature survey on individual innovation. If you find that it is a basic, it is an innovation, and you should always file a provisional patent on this, so that you can protect your idea from the one if you want to share somebody, or if you want to share to the funding agencies. Before going to the funding agencies, you should always protect your invention. Of course, the funding agency will not like diversify your idea, but this is the basic thing which always whether it is the students, whether it's the academician, you should always protect your inventions from your surroundings, other whether it is from your senior juniors. You should always protect your inventions. After that, if you found it is very good innovation, you should always find what kind of fundings you require, whether it is you require fund for proof of concept, validation, or commercialization. There are a number of steps which are giving funding agencies they will give. Even though if you have a background of electronics, you can also combine with bioelectronics kind of things. If you want to develop some instruments related to biotechnologies, otherwise if you want to develop some sensor based products, you should always make a very good proposal that is available in the respective websites. You should convert that into the proposal, and you should have a NDA. NDA is nothing but non-disclosure agreement. Disclose your idea to anybody. After that, you should apply for the fundings. Funding agencies found it is suitable for the funds, whether it is sustainable for the society, they will definitely select you for the next level. And if you at all not selected for the funding agency, also there are number of venture capitals or venture investors are available. You can share if you want, we can share the details or contacts of the angel investors, venture capitals also. You can put your idea into their domain, so that they will keep review regarding your idea, and definitely they will approach if you have a very good idea, and you will get some funds for as a basic research or product commercialization.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
Any more
Thank you.
questions?
Yeah, there are no questions in the chat box. Thank you, sir. Now I request Shruti madam to present the vote of thanks. Shruti madam.
And before
Yes,
this, Brijmohan sir,
Please, madam.
just
Please,
2 minutes.
madam.
2 minutes.
Please, madam.
See, for all the participants, what I would suggest is, would like to suggest that Deepak is available in Dharwad, Bijapur, in between Bagalkot. He is very close to Bagalkot, and he is already helping our biotech students. And he is a very good, what you call like a guide for you we wish to start their startup. No, he is free to share his mobile number also, and anytime you disturb him, he will be happy if it is BEC. So I take it as a grant that BEC students are alumni, so always they are very happy if you approach. Even Siddharth may be far away from Bagalkot, but always he is also guiding our students. So let it take the advantages. And Deepak and group, they took lot of funding from state government as well as central government, and they recognized, right? So they know, they have all the ideas how to prepare the proposal and all. You can take their appointment, and if you have a really a good idea, a technical things which can be converted into commercialized, so it is a best way you can approach Deepak as well as Siddharth. And about Siddharth, one thing I thought we left. 2 times he got the opportunity to discuss with the Modi ji. about
Yeah,
his
right.
innovation. Yeah, about his innovation. So it's a great. We feel so proud about BEC. So our students, so they reached in a level like direct Pradhan Mantri's means. He is having a conversation with Siddharth 2 times. I hope Siddharth 2 times,
Yes,
na?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
I wa-
That is the level of innovation what they did for the India. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yes,
very proud of you
we
both,
are
boys.
we are
Yeah.
thankful to BEC, ma'am. Whatever we have learned, it is through you, the teachers, and we are always grateful and always ready for help at your disposal. Any
Yes.
help is required. We are always ready. Me and Deepak, and
Yeah.
many others also. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
both.
Thank you, Bharti madam. Thank you, Bharti madam also. Please, madam.
Will take over session.
Please.
Yes. So, good evening to everyone. On behalf of Bashveshwar Engineering College, I extend my thanks to the eminent speaker for this evening, Dr. Siddharth Arora and Deepak Bajantri, who drove us with their startup mantra and motivated all the BECians to take the step towards the entrepreneurship. I'm sure it was really, truly inspiring to all of us. Thank you, Dr. Siddharth Arora and Mr. Deepak Bajantri, for accepting our invitation in your busy schedule. My gratitude to our principal, Dr. S.S. Injingiri sir, who always support us in organizing such events for our BECians. I'm grateful to Dr. Anil Devangami sir for supporting in organizing the event. My deep sense of appreciation to our IIC team, Dr. Bharti ma'am, Sanjay Hanji sir, Vas sir, Sandeep Kugli sir, Prashant Madhavan sir, IIC student members, and my dear participants. Thank you for joining live with us. We will end this session here. I request resource person to drop their LinkedIn ID and their email ID so that our student can get in touch with you. Thank you everyone and have a great evening ahead.
Thank you.